Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we embark on a journey to delve into the intricate web of life on our planet, the biodiversity. But before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Shara Dexy Cumilang, and these are my group mates, Abejero Eden, Rafal Christine, and Aranyas John RV. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity is essentially the rich tapestry of life on Earth, encompassing all the different living organisms, from tiny bacteria to towering trees and everything in between. It's like the vibrant mosaic of life forms that exist within an ecosystem, including animals, plants, fungi, and microorganisms. So, when we talk about biodiversity, we're talking about the incredible variety of species and their interactions, forming the intricate web of life that sustains our planet. So here are the levels of biological organization. Number 1 is biosphere. The biosphere is the highest level of biological organization, and it encompasses all ecosystems on Earth. It includes the interaction between living organisms and the Earth's physical movement, such as atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. The biosphere regulates global processes such as nutrient cycling, energy flow, and climate regulation. Number 2, ecosystem. An ecosystem encompasses both biotic or living and abiotic or non-living components within a defined area, along with their interactions. This includes communities of organisms interacting with their physical environment, such as soil, water, air, and climate. Ecosystems can range from a small pond to vast tropical rainforest. Number 3, community. A community comprises multiple populations of different species living and interacting in the same area. Interactions within a community include competition, predation, symbiosis, and mutualism, shaping the diversity and structure of the community. Number 4 is the population. A population consists of a group of individuals of the same species living in the same area and interbreeding. Populations interact with each other and their environment, influencing factors such as population size, density, and genetic diversity. Number 5, organisms. An organism is a single, living entity capable of carrying out life processes such as growth, reproduction, and response to stimuli. Organisms can vary greatly in complexity, ranging from simple, single-celled organisms like bacteria to highly complex multicellular organisms like plants and animals. Number 6 is the group of cell. Group of cells is typically referred to as tissues or cellular aggregates. Tissues are groups of cells that work together to perform specific functions within an organism. Cellular aggregates refer to groups of cells that come together but may not necessarily form tissues in the traditional sense. Number 7 is cells. In biodiversity, cells are the fundamental units of life. They are the smallest structural and functional units of organisms, capable of carrying out all necessary life functions. Cells vary in size, shape, and function, but they all share common features such as a cell membrane, genetic material, and the ability to metabolize. In biodiversity, the diversity of cells contributes to the overall variety of life forms on Earth, from single-celled organisms like bacteria to complex multicellular organisms like plants and animals. And the last one is the molecules. In the hierarchy of biological organization, molecules represent the level below cells. Molecules are made up of atoms bonded together, forming various chemical compounds essential for life. These molecules play crucial roles in the functioning and structure of cells and organisms. Levels of biodiversity. Number 1 is the genetic diversity. Genetic diversity refers to the variety of genes within a species or population. It's like the genetic toolbox that enables organisms to adapt to changing environments and evolve over time. Think of it as the diverse set of genetic traits present within individuals of a species, which can range from differences in physical characteristics to variations in disease, resistance, or tolerance to environmental conditions. Genetic diversity is crucial for the long-term survival of species because it provides the raw material for evolution, and allows populations to respond to environmental challenges such as disease, climate change, or habitat loss. So genetic diversity encompasses the range of genes within a species, acting as a toolkit for adaptation and evolution. It includes various traits within individuals, from physical features to disease resistance, vital for species survival amidst environmental changes like disease, climate shifts, or habitat loss. It's essentially nature's insurance policy for resilience and adaptation. Number 2 is the species diversity. Species diversity refers to the variety and abundance of different species in a particular area. It's like counting all the different types of plants, animals, and other organisms living together in an ecosystem. High species diversity means there are many different species, which is good for the health and balance of the ecosystem. So species diversity measures the range and abundance of various species with a specific ecosystem. It involves counting the different plants, animals, and organisms coexisting in an area. High species diversity indicates a healthier and more balanced ecosystem due to the presence of numerous species contributing to its stability and resilience. So the third one is the ecosystem biodiversity. Ecosystem biodiversity is the variety of habitats like forests, oceans, and grasslands, each with its unique mix of plants, animals, and environmental conditions. It's about the diversity of different ecosystems on Earth, which is vital for supporting life and maintaining ecological balance. So ecosystem biodiversity encompasses the diversity of habitats such as forests, oceans, and grasslands, each hosting a distinct array of plants, animals, and environmental factors. It highlights the variety of ecosystems worldwide, essential for sustaining life and preserving ecological equilibrium.
Ecosystem. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms. It's like a small world where plants, animals, and tiny organisms or microorganisms live together and interact with their surroundings, such as soil, water, and sunlight. It's where life flourishes and essential processes like nutrient recycling occur. For example, plants like trees and flowers soak up sunlight and use it to produce energy through photosynthesis. Animals from birds to insects to mammals rely on these plants for food and shelter. Meanwhile, underground in the soil, there's a whole bustling community of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms breaking down dead plants and animal matter, recycling nutrients back into the soil so that plants can grow anew. So this is how ecosystems work. We have two different types of ecosystem, the aquatic ecosystem and the terrestrial ecosystem. Let's have first the aquatic ecosystem. So, what is aquatic ecosystem? An aquatic ecosystem is a community of living things that depend on water. This includes creatures living in lakes, rivers, oceans, and other watery environments, from tiny fish to huge whales, and from water plants to microscopic organisms. Aquatic ecosystems are home to a wide variety of life. Just like on land, these creatures interact with each other and their surroundings, creating a balanced environment. Factors like water temperature, sunlight, and nutrients all affect how this ecosystem works. They're important for maintaining biodiversity and supporting life on Earth. The other type of ecosystem is the terrestrial ecosystem. A terrestrial ecosystem refers to a community of living organisms and their physical environment that exists on land. This includes forests, grassland, deserts, and other terrestrial habitats. Terrestrial ecosystems are characterized by factors such as soil composition, temperature, precipitation, and vegetation types, which influence the types of organisms that inhabit them and how they interact with each other. These ecosystems are home to a diverse range of plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms, and they play vital roles in supporting life on Earth. By providing food, and resources for countless species, including us humans. Biodiverse countries. Biodiverse countries are nations with rich varieties of plant and animal life in their environments. They have diverse landscape like forests, mountains, and coastal areas that support many different species. Examples include Brazil, Indonesia, and Australia. These countries focus on protecting their diverse ecosystem because they understand the benefit for both nature and people. In the Philippines is considered a mega diversity country in the world. It has diverse flora and fauna and high levels of endemics. It belongs to the world's biologically wealthiest nations. Factors affecting Philippines' biodiversity. Archipelagic nature. The Philippines' many islands provide forest habitats, leading to diverse species. However, it also creates challenges for species movement. Mountainous landscape. Mountains create different climates and habitats, fostering unique species, yet deforestation and land use changes threaten this ecosystem. Diverse habitats. The country mix of habitats like rainforests and coral reefs supports a wide range of life, but human activities like logging and urbanization harm this ecosystem. Tropical climate. Warm, wet weather supports abundant life. However, climate change can disrupt habitats and endangered species. Soil types. Different soil affect where plants grow, but soil degradation from human activities harm biodiversity.
Diverse habitat types. Forest ecosystems such as the moist forest, mountain forest, dipteral forest, and agroforestry in protective area. Some area destroyed areas like urban areas, residential areas, and commercial areas. So why is habitat diversity important? Because habitat have different physical and chemical characteristics. They are like associated with different set of species. Losing a habitat diversity through potential lead to loss in species diversity. Emergent layer. Upper canopy, lower canopy, understory, and middle air layer. Undergrowth, forest floor, and ground cover. Leaf litter, and below the ground. So what are some facts about the emergent layers? That emergent layer is the top of the rainforest. The weather is hot, wet, and windy. This layer, the tree can be from 150 to 200 feet off the ground. And the emergent layer is the home to bird and some small mammals. Rebuilding. Remind to include relevant information that will encourage people to restore and protect the biodiversity. Ecological relationship. Three major types of ecological relationship in which communities are organized. Number 1. Competition. Competition in ecology is when different species fight for the same resources like food or habitat. It's like a race when species try to outcompete each other to survive and thrive in their environment. Number 2, predation. Predation is a fundamental ecological interaction where one organism known as predator hunters and consume other organism known as the prey. It's like a predator-prey relationship where one organism benefits by feeding on other. Predation plays a crucial role in regulating population and maintaining ecological balance within ecosystem. Number 3, symbiosis. Symbiosis is a close ecological relationship between two different species that live together and interact with each other over a long period of time. It's like a partnership where both species benefits, or at least one species benefit while the other is unaffected, or most all benefits. The relationship are essential for functioning and stability of ecosystem. Food chain. the sequence of transfer of matter and energy into form of food from organism to organism, intertwined locally into a food web because the most organisms consume more than one type of animal or plant. Plants which convert solar energy to food by photosynthesis are the primary food of source. In the predator chain, a plant-eating animal is eaten by a flesh-eating animal. Food web. Important conceptual tools for illustrating the feeding relationship among species within a community, revealing species interactions and community structure, and understanding the dynamics of energy transferred in an ecosystem. Species is community organized into food web and various circles level.
Philippine Conservation Laws, an act providing for the conservation and protection of wildlife resources and their habitats, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. Section 27 Illegal Acts under RA 9147. So this section of Republic Act 9147 discusses the illegal acts concerning wildlife. It starts off by stating that killing and destroying wildlife species is generally not allowed under the law, except in specific situations. Now, let's break down these exceptions. If killing wildlife is part of the religious rituals of established tribal groups or indigenous cultural communities, it's permitted. Wildlife can be killed if it's suffering from an incurable communicable disease. If it's necessary to end the suffering of wildlife, then killing it is allowed. Wildlife can also be killed to prevent imminent danger to human life or limb. Finally, if wildlife has been used in authorized research or experiments, it can be killed or destroyed. These exceptions are designed to strike a balance between conservation efforts and addressing cultural health, humanitarian, and scientific concerns related to wildlife. Now let's continue focusing on additional illegal acts concerning wildlife. It's prohibited to inflict injuries that cripple or impair the reproductive system of wildlife species. Various activities are forbidden in critical habitats, including dumping waste harmful to wildlife, occupying habitat areas, mineral exploration or extraction, burning, logging, and quarrying. Unauthorized introduction, reintroduction, or restocking of wildlife resources is not allowed. Engaging in the trading of wildlife or their product is illegal. Activities like collecting, hunting, or possessing wildlife or their derivatives are prohibited. Gathering or destroying active nests, host plants, etc. is not permitted. Any form of maltreatment or injury to wildlife not covered by previous regulation is prohibited. Lastly, transporting wildlife without proper authorization is also considered illegal. This provision aimed to protect wildlife and their habitats by prohibiting various harmful activities and promoting their conservation and sustainable use. Philippine 10 Priority Protected Areas. Let's explore the Philippine 10 Priority Protected Areas, which are designated for their significant ecological importance and biodiversity conservation efforts. So, number 1, Batanes, Protected Land and Seascape. This area encompasses the scenic landscapes and marine resources of the Batanes group of islands. Number 2, Northern Sierra Madre Natural Park, located in Luzon. This park protects the biodiversity-rich forests of the Sierra Madre mountain range. Number 3, Mangyan Heritage Natural Park. This park in Mindoro safeguards the cultural and natural heritage of the indigenous Mangyan communities. Number 4, Apo Reef Marine Natural Park, situated in Mindoro. This marine park is renowned for its vibrant coral reefs and marine biodiversity. Number 5, Mount Canlaon Natural Park, found in Negros Island. This park is home to diverse floral and fauna, including the endangered Visayan warty pig. Number 6, Wildlife Sanctuary Surigao del Norte. This sanctuary in Surigao del Norte protects the habitat of various wildlife species including the Philippine tarsier. Number 7. Mount Kitanglad Natural Park, located in Bukidnon. This park is a vital watershed and biodiversity hotspot home to endemic species like the Philippine eagle. Number 8. Mount Apo Natural Park. Mount Apo, the highest peak in the Philippines, is situated within this park, which is known for its unique ecosystem and endemic species. Number 9. Agusan Marsh Wildlife Sanctuary. The sanctuary in Agusan del Sur is a haven for migratory birds and diverse wetland species. Number 10. Lastly, Turtle Island Marine Natural Park, located in Sulu. This marine park protects nesting sites for endangered marine turtles and other marine life. These protected areas plays a crucial role in conserving the Philippines' natural heritage and promoting sustainable development. Prohibited acts under RA 7586. These are the prohibited acts under Republic Act 7586, also known as the National Integrated Protected Area System NIPAST Act. So firstly, it's illegal to hunt, destroy, disturb, or possess any plants or animals or their products without a permit from the management board. Dumping waste harmful to the protected area or inhabitants is strictly prohibited. Using motorized equipment without authorization from the management board is not allowed. Damaging or defacing natural objects or objects of cultural significance is forbidden. Leaving roads and trails damaged is prohibited. Occupying land without permission, constructing structure, or conducting business without a permit is illegal. Disposing of refuse or debris in unsanitary condition is not permitted. Finally, altering, removing, or defacing boundary marks or signs is also prohibited. These acts aim to preserve the integrity of protected areas, conserve biodiversity, and safeguard natural and cultural heritage for present and future generations. Protected Area Management Board. The Protected Area Management Board is structured to ensure comprehensive representation and collaboration in managing protected areas. So let's break down the compositions. Regional Executive Director. This individual oversees the protected area within their jurisdiction and provides leadership in implementing management strategies. Autonomous Regional Government Representative. If applicable, this representative ensures that regional interests are considered in protected area management decisions. Provincial Development Officer represents the provincial government and contributes to the planning and coordination of protected area management efforts at the provincial level. Municipal Government Representative ensures that local government interests and concerns are represented in Protected Area Management Board discussions and decisions. Barangay Representatives. Each barangay surrounding the protected area appoints a representative to ensure the local community perspectives and needs are considered. Tribal Community Representatives. If there are indigenous communities within or near the protected area, representatives from these communities participate to safeguard their interests and traditional knowledge. NGO or Local Community Organization Representatives. These representatives bring the grassroots perspectives, expertise, and advocacy to the Protected Area Management Board, ensuring that community voices are heard and valued in decision-making processes. Other departments or national government agencies. Additional representatives may be included from relevant government agencies to facilitate coordination and collaboration in protected area management. These diverse compositions fosters inclusive decision-making, promotes stakeholder engagement, and enhances the effectiveness of protected area management's efforts for conservation and sustainable development.